Hello to you. Happy Sunday. Getting closer to Christmas, isn't it? Ooh. I thought I was sort of well in advance for Christmas, but some little things have been catching up with me that I need to do. I don't know why I'm still covered in Gigi hair when he hasn't been near this dress. Never mind. For those of you the observant, yes, I did wear this on the Saturday Live last night, but I decided to wear it again today. But I changed the necklace just to make things a little bit different. Well, I've got quite a bit to show you today, actually. The first thing is I finished off my niece's cardigan. It's in Sirdar Wash and Wear, which I absolutely love. It's a bit expensive these days, but well, for me. But it really does absolutely wash and wear. Sorry, I can't show you a pattern because I sort of adapted the plain pattern and put my own bit of patterning in it, you know. It's a bracelet length sleeve. It just comes to about there. Mainly because I ran out of wool, but we won't tell that to my niece. I'll tell her it was meant to be like that. But it was yarn out of my stash, so there I was. I used it up. Well, a bag came the other day. I'll turn it round so you don't see my address. I knew what it was, so I didn't even bother to open it. I know I said I wasn't going to stash enhance, but you can never have enough white or black in your stash. And I didn't have any white double knit at all. Well, I had one ball tie. So I needed some white. So this is just the plain bog standard Stylecraft special in white, and it's beautifully soft, and it's an economical one. So it's Stylecraft special double knitting. So I always buy 10 100 grams of the white and the black, because as I say, you can never have enough of it. And then to make up the postage, because I'm tight, I ordered this, which is rather beautiful. It's a Batik Swirl. It's again by Stylecraft, and the colour is Highland 3735. And isn't it gorgeous? Beautiful. There's it's 80% acrylic and 20% wool. But there's 650, is it 650? Oh, I wish I put my glasses on again. Here we go. Oh, whatever. Your eyes are better than mine. If it focuses, that's how many metres is in it. It's a lot of metres anyway. It's enough to do a shawl. So I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I've just been in touch with Kelly via Facebook, and she's wasn't feeling too good yesterday. She made herself some chicken soup, so jealous, and stayed on the sofa all day, which is why she wasn't with us on the live video. So, also the end of last week, I got the latest edition of Interweave Crochet. I subscribe to this because you can't buy it in the shops near me. And usually I moan and say it's not a very good edition, but this time I actually like one thing in it. I think there's two things in it, which is a change for me with Interweave. I do like that. I should say that Interweave this month, well, this quarter, seems to be a bit bubble delicious, yes. That one is a nice sweater, but I wouldn't be able to wear it that low. I'd have to make the neckline a bit higher up. Because being a bit busty, you know, everything would sort of like hang out the top. That's very sweet. The front's very plain, but the back's got, again, bubbles all over it. And that's a kind of a nice plainish sweater. But it's got the lower back and the higher front. I hope you can see it. I hope the light's not glaring. This is what I really, really like, although it would probably make me look even larger than I am, but I do like that. think it looks really good. Whether I would make it for myself, I don't know. And that's a cardigan, which again I quite like. Very thick though. And a lovely cowl. So this is the Interweave Crochet Winter 2019 for some reason or another. Whether they think, excuse me, my nose is running. Whether they think winter's going to go into 2019. That's a nice, they're sort of like wide, they're not really shawls to me. They're kind of like wide scarves or stoles or whatever you want to call them. I always think of shawls as being shaped, either like V-shaped or rounded. And this is a nice hat and scarf. Funny enough, I was looking on Ravelry before, and there was a hat very, very similar to that. But they wanted £6.50 for the pattern, and I'm thinking, seen that somewhere before. I have, it's there. Well, it's his doppelganger, it's not the same pattern. And I do like that hat. And the mittens, very, very posh. Quite intricate with a lot of work on them, but the mittens have anyway. And I can never really get into these poke bonnets, what I call poke bonnets. And that's a cushion. Younger people may suit them, but I tend to look a bit like something from the past. And I do love that cushion, although I would never make it. It's sort of like fluffy, kind of eyelashy wool. And that's a very, very pretty, I think it's Tunisian actually, the shawl thing, cowl, whatever, and a handbag. And a bag and a little toy thing. And I think that's about it. Yeah. Yeah, it's got an article like on the differences between a puff, a bobble and a popcorn, which is quite interesting for me because one of them I really can't do. You know, the one where you have to have about 10 stitches on your hook and then you have to pull them through. I always lose one. And then when I finally get them all together, I get one loop that's bigger than the others and it annoys me. But apart from that, I'm fine. What have I got here? I've got a man's hat. It's just a plain hat. Can't remember what I did it in now. I think it's done in double crochet. Well, my double crochet, your single crochet. That's a man's hat. And a lady's hat that's done in a mohair. Well, it's got mohair in it with a little flower on it. And then I think this is already on my Etsy, in my Etsy shop, this one. It's a nice, really big, chunky one, again with a flower and the button. And then what I did find, excuse me, I've got an eyelash in my eye. What I did find was, would you believe the pattern was meant to be for a child? Now on a child, it does go like that sort of on a child. But this is my man-sized mannequin, and it fits him, although I'm sure a man wouldn't want to wear it. It's like a hoodie with a button on it. But if you want the pattern, it's in Ravelry, but it's actually for a child. Yeah, can't remember its name, but you'll find it. And I also had, oh, excuse me, my nose is running. This is how the pattern is supposed to be, with its little ears, little bare ears. That's how it's supposed to be. Again, this is supposed to be a child size. But as I say, the child would have to wear it sort of slouched over, wouldn't it? But it's rather big. And I've got the same one in a beige, again with the ears. These will be going in Etsy very, very soon. I was hoping to do them today, but I didn't get to bed till 2:30 last night, or this morning I should say, so I had a bit of a lie-in this morning, and the weather's not brilliant. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon while I'm making this video, and I've got to put all the lights on and draw the curtains because it's horrible out there. So that's the one in beige again. I finally finished the little hats. I'd done the hats, but I hadn't sewn the little motifs on. That's a frog. Again, I need photographs, but the weather's been abysmal. That's an owl on the pink one. I would imagine these would fit a larger toddler. Not very good with children's head sizes. It's been a long time since I had a little child. This one I really should sell before Christmas if I could. It's got a reindeer on it. I don't know whether anybody would want a reindeer in the new year. And I've got a little pink one with, I think it's a bear. Yeah, I'm sure it's a bear. It's not a pussycat, it's a bear. And, oh, I've got a blue one with some kind of a monster. I'm not up with all these monsters, so I don't know what it's supposed to be. And the last one is, I think this is a cat, I'm not sure. Let me know what you think. I think it's a cat. And then at the moment I'm knitting dolls' clothes, but I can't show you them because they're all in bits and bobs all over the place, so I've got nothing that's stitched together that I can show you. But what I was doing on the live video last night was I'd already made, oh excuse me, the glass head is very heavy. I'd already made the hat. And then I started making the scarf, but the scarf has really only been worked on while I've been doing the live videos on a Saturday night. So it's getting there. It's done in, done in Bernat alpaca, which is, I think it's 30% alpaca. Why is the label always the wrong way up? Yeah, 70% acrylic and 30% alpaca. So I've got so far done. I was hoping to use all of the yarn up, but I've actually got one other ball as well, so I don't know whether I'm going to make it that long. It depends whether anybody wants a really long scarf or not. Because if you leave one ball, what do you do with it? Not a lot you can do with just one ball, is there? Except make a hat maybe. So we'll see. I might actually put, you know, the other. I've got one part ball here, and then I've got another one ball. So I might, you know, just carry on until I've used all the yarn up. In which case it will be a super long scarf. It's a strange yarn though. It's got bits of brown in it. I kept taking them out when I started off because I thought, oh, it's picked up something, you know, in the shop as it's been being spun. Not the shop, you know, the manufacturers. So I kept pulling out all these bits of brown fluff. And some bits of it don't have it in at all. But it is part of the yarn, so as is, what is, whatever. So that's what I'm using. I found another basket while I was rooting in the craft room. The craft room is still beyond the pale, by the way. Somebody on the live video said, oh, can't we have a look in your craft room? We're longing to have a look in the craft room. I went, not at the moment, no. Because as you know, I haven't been buying any yarn really. But what I had been buying is just landed up on the floor. And Kelly's mad keen to organise it all, but obviously she's not been well. She's had a headache and, well, a migraine. So a headache sounds very pity-patty, doesn't it? But she's had a migraine and she keeps having colds. And so she's not been able to come. I'm hoping she's going to come this week, either Monday or Tuesday, because as you know, I bought a Kindle with my, God, I've got no strength in my hands, I can't even open a bottle. as you say, I bought this Kindle and I've not set it up yet. You're probably laughing at me thinking, what's so hard about setting up a Kindle? But I'm a little bit nervous, you know, about doing things like that, pressing the wrong button. And I mean, I've even got a video that came with it that said how to set it up. So if she doesn't come this week, if a cold gets the better of her, then I'll have to read my video, won't I? I'll watch my video and try my best to do it, because I can't wait any longer to start using it. It's just really silly, isn't it? But here we go. Cheers, everybody. It's only a Lucasade. Hey dear. Well, I hope you're all ready for Christmas if you celebrate, or happy holidays if you don't, you know. I've got to wrap up about a zillion presents, you know. It sounds as though I bought a tremendous amount, but people are sort of getting lots of little presents this year rather than a big present. So I like to wrap them all up individually, you know, so it takes me ages, because like you've got, I know it sounds a lot, but I've got like about 50 presents to wrap up. All little bits and pieces of things, and I like to wrap up each one individual. I have ordered some of those bags, but they haven't arrived yet. You know, the bags with the strings on the top. So you can put people's things in them and put a label on saying this is for so-and-so and such a body. Or this is for Kath's family, and this is for Vic's family, you know. So that it keeps them all together. Because I think I mentioned that we're going out for Christmas dinner, so my niece is going to pick up the presents wrapped up to take them to my sister-in-law's before the actual day, so I need to be a bit more on the ball. I think the only thing I've got to finish are the dolly's clothes. I think that's all I've got to do. Oh, and the washcloths. I forgot to show you, I'll show you next time. I got a booklet, I think it's a Leisure Arts one. It's called Tunisian Washcloths, and I'm hoping to practice my Tunisian. Because, I mean, Sue and I are desperately to learn it. She's doing better than I am, actually. She's actually did the baby blanket in the Tunisian stitch, the entrelac. I've been lazy, really. I haven't even practiced it, so I thought washcloth's an ideal thing to practice, and practice different stitches, because the book's obviously got different designs for washcloths in, so I thought this will be my opportunity to try to get my tension right. Because I think I've told you many times before, my tension's up the wall with Tunisian. I don't understand why, because I never have that much problem with my tension with crochet, or even with knitting. But with Tunisian, I don't know where I go wrong. People keep saying, oh, change your hook size. Yeah, so I change my hook size, so then I get the tension right going upwards, but then it's too wide going that way. So if I get it right going that way, then it's got too many rows going that way. It's okay if I'm, you know, doing something I'm doing myself. I could adjust that. Or if I was doing a baby blanket or something, I could adjust it. But there's quite a few designs I've seen recently, you know, for actual clothing, where you would need to have your tension accurate, otherwise it's going to come out any old size, isn't it, really, you know? So, anyway, tomorrow I'm hoping that it's not forecasted for rain, and then maybe at last I can get some photographs taken. My day seems to be just taken up with doing nothing, and yet I'm always busy. I don't know whether you have days like that. Today is not the day. Today was a lazy day, really lazy day. I woke up about 7 o'clock and I thought, absolutely no way. I thought, you went to bed at 2:30. No way you're getting up now. So I thought, no, turn over, go back to sleep. So I didn't wake up until about 12:10, I think it was, something like that. But I didn't mind too much, because like I didn't have to get up for Gigi, and I thought, no, your body obviously needs to sleep, so let it sleep. It's the only days really I can have a lie-in, because Gigi comes during the week, and he comes about 8 o'clock, 8:30, something like that. So I have to be up and sort of half compos mentis, if you know what I mean. Although I must admit I'm usually in my dressing gown when he comes, because I don't have time to wake up, shower and get dressed before he arrives, because that would mean getting up an hour earlier. Ooh, not doing that. No. I'm retired. I'm not a clock watcher anymore, except when Gigi's coming, of course, I have to watch the clock. And now it's nice to be able to do what you want without having to watch the clock. But having said that, I really need a bit more structure in my life. I'm with Kendra, you know, the Hooked by Happenstance, when she makes herself little lists. I make myself little lists as well, but they tend to be not kind of day or weekly lists. They tend to be in general lists, because I can't stick to a routine. If I know I've got to do certain things on a certain day, I will do a day routine. I know it sounds stupid, but wash the dishes or take the clothes out of the dryer, you know, things like that are on my list, because they're things I overlook. Then I bring the clothes out of the dryer and they're all mangled up and creased, and I think, oh, left them in too long because they've gone creased now. So what do I do? Wet them again and put them back in again, or what do I do? I reach out the ones that don't look too bad and put them on a hanger and hope that they hang down, you know. But I'm sure you're all far more organised than I am. I'm just a real disorganised kind of girl, yeah. Never used to be. Never used to be. I think when you work full time, you have to have a routine. Things have got to be done, because, you know, if you leave them for another day, then they're just not going to get done, and it all piles up on you. I was very organised when I was working. I had everything sorted out. You know, take things out of the freezer that was ready for the day after, or put things into the slow cooker ready to switch it on before I went to work. I was very organised like that. But now, time has no meaning. Don't even wear a watch. In fact, the only watch I've got stopped. I think it needs a new battery. But I'll have to Father Christmas myself a new one sometime in my life. The only time I need a watch is when I'm going somewhere, like to the hospital or something. I like to have my watch on to make sure I'm on time. But apart from that, I don't wear a watch at all. No. I've got clocks in the house which I can look at if I feel inclined to. Yeah. Anyway, this is going to be a short video. I'm hoping that Kelly will come tomorrow or Tuesday. And I'm hoping to see Sue at some stage during this week. She's been absolutely mad busy, so she hasn't had time to come down to see me. So I'm hoping to see both of them like before Christmas, because I probably won't see them Christmas week. Because they'll all have other things to do. Kelly will have the children off school, so that means she won't be able to call. And no doubt Sue will be working, because she tends to work Christmassy and let the people who've got children have the time off. She tends to work a bit. I don't know whether she's organising anything Christmas with the family. I don't know. I never asked her. I'll ask her if she comes this week what she plans to do for Christmas. I think she's more organised than me, though, actually. I think she's actually got her Christmas tree up, which I haven't. That was going to be today's job, but guess what? It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. I'm going to go and take my recycling out to the bin. Yesterday it was raining so hard that even though my bins are right outside the garage door, I didn't even want to walk through the garage and put them in. Because it wasn't raining, it was just absolutely hammering down. You know, you can't really take your umbrella out, can you, when you're carrying a box with your recycling in, can you? So, I'm hoping, I can't hear it raining, I'm just listening. No, I can't hear it raining, so I'm hoping when this video finishes I'm going to go out to the bins before it gets too dark. Although I've already got the curtains drawn. I'm a bit weird like that though. I can't seem to get anything done in the daytime when it's very dull. But yet the minute I close the curtains and put the lights on, I sort of come into my second wind then. I'm like, oh, I've livened up now. So I will bid you farewell, and hopefully I'll see you later in the week. Hopefully not alone, hopefully with either Kelly or Sue. So I shall say bye to you all and have a happy Sunday. See you soon. Bye now.